What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Today I wanted to just have a quick look at what's going on, talk about some topics, but realistically it's kind of boring right now. There's not much going on. We made a little bit of gains yesterday, then we lost a little bit of our gains. We're just on this constant seesaw pattern, up and down, up and down. But before I get into it, guys, I want to say thank you to everyone that's been mashing on the like button, subscribing, leaving me comments. You guys are freaking amazing. Let's have a look at this very boring market. We are just bouncing between the 400 billion to the 500 billion like a freaking pinball machine or something. We're just bouncing around. What's happening? We're not too sure, but if you come over here, you can see that Bitcoin dominance is still kind of hovering around that 39 to 40% mark. And also, look at this. Check this out, guys. So obviously, it looks like it was all gloom and doom. We fell from the all-time high. But if you zoom in here to the over total market capitalization, it doesn't look so bad when you zoom in. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it sucks to people that bought up here, bought up here, bought up here. But if you look at this trend, we're still going up. You know, the overall sentiment of the market is definitely in an upwards trajectory. And I definitely think that we're going to have an amazing next couple months. Now, March, I can't speak much about that, but I'll tell you what, moving into April, May, June, guys, I got this hunch. Listen, I don't have a lot of technical analysis on this channel. I don't draw like wedges and charts and all these crazy things, but you know, you just gotta look at it. You listen to the people talking about it. You hear the discussions going on in the crypto community, and you honestly have to say to yourself, this is definitely here to stay. And yeah, I mean, it's a money game and there's a lot of whales that dump on people and play these games. But at the same time, if you really look back to the good projects, the ones that actually have really awesome utility, the ones that are providing real world solutions, they're going up. So be careful in what you invest in. But yeah, thanks for being a part of crypto. Also, guys, I just wanted to say, Lamborghini has achieved record sales for the 7th consecutive year. Let's see. Cryptocurrency's been around for 9 years, and out of 7 of those years, Lamborghinis have achieved record sales. Coincidence? Somebody cue the X-Files music. No, guys, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I have no idea. It probably has nothing to do with crypto, but you never know, right? So, also, I wanted to say something that actually was really awesome this morning was, so I went onto my Blockfolio and I refreshed, and then it synced, and I realized that now I had the ability to sync to Buybox and to IDEX, and also, according to their Twitter, they also have integrated cryptos, Trade Satoshi, Coinbean, which I've never used, and Robinhood. So that's really awesome. So finally, I don't have to guess what some of my tokens are worth. So I just wanted to say that's really awesome from that perspective. Also, guys, there has been a little bit of misinformation that's been spreading around on the internet, okay? Elastos has technically not partnered with Nex. I've been hearing this everywhere. Elastos Nex partnership. And I'm like, what? What's going on? The Neon Exchange? No, they've partnered with the new Energy Exchange, okay? You can come over to their website. It's inxgreen.com. They're not the Nex Neon Exchange that we're accustomed to from this website's taking forever to load, so screw this website. But guys, no, they have not partnered with Nex. They partnered with New Energy Exchange. That's awesome news for Elastos, but it just, you know, get the facts straight. That's all. Also, shout out to JC from my crypto group, Telegram. He showed me that MetaMask is actually unrolling a brand new user interface. So if you guys come over here and you've checked it out, you'll see that they had a little bit of a demonstration at DevCon 3, but yeah, it's looking extremely polished, extremely sleek. A lot of people are really pumped about its open full screen mode. So if you guys don't know, MetaMask is a Ethereum gateway, you know, into the blockchain. It's been around for quite some time. You guys know I'm an advocate of hardware wallets, but that being said, MetaMask is one of the most secure wallets that are not on hardware. And I wanted to just highlight something down here. They said naturally all of these changes released at once mean there is a slightly above average chance of hiccups. That's why they've made an easy opt-out in the new interface. So basically, in a nutshell, you know, if there happens to be issues with the new user interface, you can easily just go back to the old user interface, which we all know works completely fine. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Also, guys, Enjin Coin, Minecraft integration. Let's check this video out. Let's see what this is all about right here, because I'm curious myself, so... Nice. No, don't play again. Don't play again. Okay, but seriously, yeah, so that's their video for Enjin. They're going to be integrating with a Minecraft plugin. Do you guys remember when, what was it? Digibyte was all about the Minecraft integration. So yeah, this is really good news for Enjin Coin. Hopefully they're going to do it properly, and they're going to do it in a way that's actually going to be beneficial. And I am quite curious as to how that's going to work. So if you integrate into Minecraft, now are you going to be able to mine the Enjin coins? And is that going to be like a tax thing? Am I going to have to report that if I'm playing Minecraft and I mine some Enjin coins? I don't really know how it's going to work. So if you guys know how it's going to work, drop that in the comments. I'm very curious to look into that. Also, in other news, I wanted to say that OmiseGO, which you guys know I've been a huge fan of OmiseGO. They're one of the few ERC20 tokens which, well, I know they're going to eventually have their native blockchain, but yeah, I've been extremely... I don't even want to say bullish, because bullish just sounds like I'm trading. I genuinely think that OmiseGO is really just going to be an amazing product moving forward. But they've released their eWallet software developer kit, which is completely open source. It's totally available to everyone right now. And I had a few notes that I wanted to note. They said that they're allowing the repositories for the OmiseGO wallet to be available and are for the purpose of onboarding e-wallet providers. The blockchain support is not yet included, and the opening of the code is not the full or final release of the SDK, but from now on, you'll be able to closely follow the work of the team, seeing what they're putting into the SDK. The repository containing all the details for developers to get started is available at OmiseGO's GitHub. So I love OmiseGO. I've been following these guys since, I think, like, I want to say June or July. I don't remember, but I remember when I heard Vitalik was one of their advisors. I got super pumped about that. And they've been doing nothing but just doing the partnerships, getting involved with the community, really pushing forward, making connections with governments and other states. And then don't forget, there's the parent company, Omise, who's already been a company that's existed, has been around for quite some time. So that's really good news for everyone that has been, you know, hodling that OMG. So congratulations, guys. But also, seriously, this is more of what we need to see in the crypto space, is actual, you know, fruition, actual projects, actual products is what I'm trying to really say. Something that I can actually touch and use, you know? Also, there was this issue with Coinbase where they temporarily had trading and or buying and selling of Bitcoin down. This is not the first time that we've seen issues with Coinbase. I'm definitely looking forward to some of these other exchanges that are coming forward that are going to be providing fiat gateways, because it's really a bottleneck situation with Coinbase right now. There's only one way in, one way out, you know, fighting in a basement. Ain't nobody want to fight in a basement, right? You guys, like, seriously, you don't want to fight in a basement, right? What's that called from, what was that movie Inglourious Bastards, right? The Mexican standoff, or like Night of the Living Dead, right? If the zombies are coming after you, right? You don't want to be stuck in a basement. So you have to have multiple ways in and multiple ways out. And unfortunately, with Coinbase shutting down, you know, people are trying to buy, they're trying to sell, they're trying to conduct their transactions. And when they go down like this, it's crazy. I remember a few times last year, Bitcoin was having these crazy dips, and I was like, yo, let's get in, guys, and I'm trying to buy, and they're like, we're sorry, services are temporarily unavailable. Yeah, that's not acceptable. So, yeah, we got to either work that out, or we got to figure something that's going to change that to better that solution. Also, Marshal Islands, which if you guys don't know where that is, it's this little cluster right here, kind of by Australia, you know, in the continent of Oceania. Is Oceania a continent? I'm not too sure. It's an area. Well, anyway, so it's right here above Australia and New Zealand, and long story short, they are actually looking to create their own cryptocurrency with an ICO that they're planning on having come out soon. So they said that they could see the cryptocurrency as legal tender within the next year. And the one thing that I wanted to note, which is kind of unfortunate, but they actually say that a portion of their funds raised will also be allocated to provide healthcare to citizens who continue to suffer from radiation-related illnesses following the U.S. nuclear tests for over a decade on several islands. As the Washington Post is reporting, from 1946 to 1958, the United States has conducted 67 tests in the Marshall Islands. If their combined explosive power was parceled evenly over the 12-year period, it would equal 1.6 Hiroshima-sized explosions per day. So that's really unfortunate. I hate reading things like this, but it's pretty cool to see a country utilizing cryptocurrency in a positive way, not so much like the way that we're seeing the Venezuelan petrodollar, whatever they're trying to do. Hopefully, things like cryptocurrencies could potentially help move these countries forward in the future. I do hope that we don't see a similar situation like in Venezuela. Actually, I got to give him a shout out. David Hay. If you guys don't know who David Hay is, he actually had an amazing discussion regarding the situation in Venezuela, about how their money is basically worth nothing, and they're one of the largest distributors of oil, but yet you would think that they'd be one of the most prosperous, nations or government economic structures, whatever you want to call it, in the world, but they're not. So I do like to see countries that are getting involved in cryptos, but I do worry about the implementation of it. And, unfortunately, if these cryptos become super centralized after the initial release, then we're just going to find ourselves in the same trap that we've already been involved in. But hey, man, it's not about politics. Let's just keep on going here. Let's keep talking. Oh, so in other news, Bill Gates says that Bitcoin essentially causes deaths. Yeah, kills people. I'm going to move on. I'm not even going to talk about this. So guys, check this out. The CFTC says that they're giving their employees the green light to trade cryptocurrencies, right? So obviously, I got to use my special highlight tool. I was looking down here. It says that employees may not trade cryptocurrencies on margin, nor may they take advantage of any insider information they acquire in the course of their work at the regulatory agency. Okay, well, I can totally understand if you have insider information from the regulatory agency, but guys, it's crypto. Isn't it like all insider information? I mean, where else can you go online and find a guy like me like, yeah, OmiseGO, Icon, Neo, let's go, I mean, do you guys ever go on YouTube and see like a bunch of like businessmen from Wall Street like, yeah, NASDAQ, let's go, top S&P companies, yeah, no. So obviously, it's the wild, wild west. I mean, insider information, that's like the only way that anyone can even know anything about crypto, right? So what are you going to do? But I do understand insider information that comes from their investigations, blah, 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 blah. Also, I wanted to note the final statement was that, somebody quoted this. Yeah, I don't know. But it says, it strikes me that we owe it to the new generation to respect their enthusiasm, about virtual currencies with a thoughtful and balanced response, not a dismissive one, he said. Adding that distributed ledger technology would not exist if Bitcoin had not been invented. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Oh, that's Chairman Giancarlo that was talking in that. So I don't know. I thought that was really cool. It's nice to see something. I mean, it sucks that like only U.S. accredited investors can get involved in ICOs, but at least the CFTC is being kind of cool about things, which I still kind of mess with. Also, Malaysian central banks are now requiring ID for everything, including cryptocurrency to cryptocurrency transactions. So we are seeing more regulation. However, more regulation just means that there's more interest, there's more talk about it, and it has the potential to be more well-known. So obviously, governments are getting involved. Keep in mind, there was a time when they used to laugh at Bitcoin and be like, that digital money. Now they're like, well, we got to tax it. We got to regulate it. We got to, right? So obviously, this interest is basically creating that overall acceptance of the fact that this is real, all right? These digital currencies are real. This is a completely new revolution that most people are not used to seeing. But yeah, I mean, good news, bad news, regulation. You got to take it with a grain of salt. It's nice to see that they're paying attention, but there they go. Got to get their hands in everything, right? But I also wanted to talk about, I spoke yesterday very briefly about Alchemint, which is going to be the pegged asset to the Neo smart economy. They're going to be attaching it to real world real world assets. Now, I mean, what's it going to be? You know, gold, diamonds. We have to see. We have to see. It's extremely speculative at this moment. But you know, a lot of people were saying, when is the white paper going to be coming out in an English version? Because no one wants to read this. Well, no one can read this if you're from the West, unless you can read this, which if you can, good for you. But they say that they're coming out with a brand new English white paper March 2nd. So once that happens, I'm definitely going to be doing a coverage on this. I'm going to be doing a in-depth analysis as soon as I know what the heck it is and what's going on. So yeah, what are you going to do? Language barriers. But speaking of assets that are pegged to real world assets, is I've been looking at this freaking thing, DigixDAO, and it's just always in like the top page, and I've ignored it for a long time because it just looked like a really strange project. I didn't really understand what it was, but now they're saying it hit an all-time high of $582. So I'm looking over here at cryptocurrency, at CoinMarketCap, and now we're seeing that DigixDAO is the leader with a $1.1 billion market cap. So that's insane right there. So if we come over here and we look at the DigixDAO price, it's up 36.32% in just the day at $573. And it looks like this project has been around since, wow, I don't even know, March of 2016. I mean, I haven't really paid much attention to it until I started really seeing it pop up in the CoinMarketCap lately. So in a nutshell, what is this thing? So basically, they're saying that the Digix, it's going to be DGX, right? And for every DGX, you're going to actually own 1 gram of gold in the real world. So this is something that's actually going to be pegged to a real world asset. Now, where have we seen this before? USDT, right? So now what's the issue with the US dollar tether? Are they being audited? Do we really know that $1 is $1? I don't know. I just use it as a tool personally. For me, it's just a tool. I don't really care if they have the money or if they don't have the money. But yeah, so they're basically saying that for every DGX you have, you will own 1 gram of 99.99% of LBMA standard gold, which will be stored in a safe house vault. And also, if you have 100 DGX tokens, you'll be able to actually trade it in real life for 100 grams of physical gold. You can do it in person or you can do it with mail. And that token is going to be coming out at the end of Q1. Currently, the token that we are seeing on CoinMarketCap is the DGD token, which allows you to claim quarterly rewards based on the total DGX collected through transaction fees. So it's kind of like paying you for staking and holding the coin. It's a self-governing community with the DGD tokens, and they're only going to have 2 million. So that explains why the price is so freaking high. There's only 2 million tokens. So there's a lot of good reviews here at the bottom. Yeah, Vitalik Buterin is down here. Arthur Falls, he says that they'll be offering a gold-backed token that's a powerful proof of asset certificate. So yeah, they're using proof of asset as their protocol layer. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, and they have the third-party audit, which is something that we haven't seen from Tether, and that comes from Bureau Veritas Commodities. So you can check out their website over here. This looks like a really 1998 old school government website. So because it looks like a piece of crap, I assume it's legitimate, because this is what every government website looks like, because they're living in like 1995. So that's really good to see. I'm really happy to see that there's actually some auditing going on. That's pretty good to hear. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, so they're claiming to be the first on-chain crowd sale of 5.5 million USD, sold out in 12 hours back in March of 2016. Yeah, so I haven't really heard too much about that. But the pretty cool thing about them is that I saw right here somewhere, wait, where was it? Got to get the presentation straight here. Yeah, right here, it says no fractional reserve fully allocated. So basically that means that for every token, there is gold backing it. So you're not going to be lent out something that isn't actually there. You know, like a lot of times in real banks, if you try to go to your bank, I mean, if you're like, okay, so FDC, they used to do $100,000, now they do $250,000 FDC insured. But there were times where somebody would go to a bank, they maybe say they had like $300,000, $400,000, they try to take it out, and the bank would be like, oh, we don't have that money. It's like, what do you mean? Oh, no, well, we don't have that money. You see, like, we only have 10% of our money available. So if everybody was to pull their money out at the same time, they wouldn't be able to. So that's not going to be the issue with this. So I guess that's pretty cool. It's actually backed by gold, really, and it's audited, and, you know, there's no fractional reserve, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, also they have a oh, these are the 4 basic features of them. Yeah, so freely transferable for oh, they have 4 third-party auditors. Yeah, so I basically covered all of this. They also have the release of their beta, which they say do not send tokens to. If you guys want to come, you can sign up here and check that out. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. But guys, anyway, I was really curious about DigixDAO. Didn't really know much about it. I'm probably not going to invest in it. I'd rather hold Bitcoin, personally. I don't know. Gold's a little outdated for me. I mean, yeah, it's been working for 5,000 years, but what are you going to do? But Bitcoin's been working for 10 years or 9 years, whatever. And I like Bitcoin better because it's, yeah, I don't know. I just like Bitcoin better. I don't know. Better security, I guess, right? I like the whole support of the system and all that. But anyway, guys, I will be doing a live stream tomorrow night. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing it at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock Eastern time, because I have a lot of people from the East that tell me that when I do it late, it's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning over there, and they can't watch the live stream or, you know, for whatever reason. So I'll probably be doing it at 8 o'clock, but if you guys want, you can hit my Telegram group up below, which there's a lot of information in there, man. I mean, my Telegram group has taught me just as much as I've provided them. I mean, I think it's a very equal exchange of information, and I really, really appreciate the community support. So if you guys want to come check that out, you can. And that being said, guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. My name's K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.